You know, they always say gardens aren't good for the, the wildlife, but everybody eats in our garden. I mean, we're just another species here. And that's what, once I started growing food, I really realized that I could be a beneficial species in my environment, and just part of the planet. Everybody eats. Nobody's really doing what I'm doing. Not that I'm that unique, but this land has kind of talked to me and showed me how to, manage it. Pull wonderful vegetables out of here that feeding a lot of people. I think it's a really important thing for people to taste quality food out of really good soils. I'm sitting in the downtown. We're like 2 blocks north of Main Street. A block from the Cody River, so the river's right there, goes out to the ocean. 1924 this house was built, so it's an older neighborhood. So I think this one is 100 by 150 and Mom's is 100 by 100. It's bigger land than a lot of places, but it's not exceptionally large for the amount of food that comes out of here. My whole ethic is, they're always talking about how small farms can't feed the world, organic farms. But I started realizing they don't have to. They just have to feed their neighbors. And if we got enough small farmers feeding their neighbors, we fed the world. And I think, there's room in this community for 50 of us. Anybody that wants to farm, come on to market. We don't got competition, we got people that are doing the thing that we need to do. And using, the neighborhood yard waste. So this is all grown with not all these crazy inputs, it's with my neighbor's yard waste. And then I sell it back to them 3 blocks from where I grew it. Every day there's people walking by here, seeing the food growing, watching other people purchase it. So they're seeing that food can be grown in a neighborhood. I mean, when I look back at over the years, so I was at market the other day and this young woman comes up to me and said, I don't think you remember me, but 15 years ago we came to your house on a homeschool group, right? And I was really impressed with what you were doing there, and so I remembered that, and now I'm a regenerative farmer in North Carolina. Just because I was here. And I think that's an important thing for people to kind of really take in. We walked in there the other day and it's like, you're the farmer, right? We really appreciate what you do. And that's such a nice thing to hear.
All right, guys, what's growing on? So getting you another follow-up with Jim. Back here finally about end of January. I think today's like actually January 26th. We just had a video come up with Jim. This one will probably be out in about 2 weeks. But I can tell you that Jim's doing a lot of new stuff this year. He's farming outside the wall. He's expanded over there in front of the fence. Jim, I used to be able to just jump over this wall. What happened?
I planted some flowers out front. Morning, Pete.
What are you doing?
I'm cutting out some arugula, getting ready to replant.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Pete. He's done really, because I didn't have to do any of this work. All I had to do is do what I do, and somebody else, put it on the internet. So that was a big deal. People coming by here day after day after day saying that, oh, I saw the video, now I'm doing market. I saw the video, now I'm growing food for my grandma. That kind of stuff is really wonderful. It feels good.
The best one to grow in Florida, I'd say.
Farmers age out. I've got a 4-year-old daughter in Maine and a homestead up there waiting for me to be more full-time there. So, but the farm would discontinue. I know nobody's going to jump in here and do it. It'd end up being St. Augustine grass, which would be so sad. Really wasn't looking for anybody, but when Tanner showed up, it was like, yeah, this is it. The idea will be for me to slowly turn this over to Tanner and his family. With you all's help, we can make it affordable for everybody. I mean, it just was one of those things, which is, and when you got those feelings, you really got to jump on them, not just pause. And that's why I'm not one to ask for anything usually, but I don't feel like I'm asking it so much for me as for the community and the continuity of this land. Nurture it and take care of it, and it'll take care of us. You create this reality, and there's kind of like an aura around this that is goodness, and it just seems people feel it.